Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Aloha and good morning. Welcome everybody to another edition of See You in the Morning. So excited to be here with y'all again. I'm in full summer sand vibes or something. I'm out here. I'm out here, man. Full vacation mode, man. And even on vacation, I decided I would come out and make sure y'all are taken care of. I will be there for y'all even on my own vacation. So I'm excited to be in the building with y'all. Welcome to See You in the Morning. My horrible idea to get up every morning to give y'all way too much of my personal business. Way too much. I'm out here right now in a thong and a t-shirt. I would show y'all the thong, but I think we would get put off if I showed y'all the thong. Middle of the ocean is where I'm at today. Middle of the ocean. Ain't nothing but water. Number water. Like the old people be like, you can't drink all that water. And you can't. And that is very true, old people. You can't drink all of it, but you get out here anyway. So welcome to another edition, man. Short and sweet because I'm on vacation. I give you just enough to get the day started. I just prime your pump. I just PYP, prime your pump, and then I get on up out of here, man. So welcome to everybody that decided to tune in, whether it be via my Black Soccer Mom, like my Black Soccer Mom is watching via YouTube, or if you're watching via Facebook. No Instagram today. I didn't do Instagram today. There's a seagull flying in an aggressive manner. It's an aggressive seagull. I don't trust him. He's flying sideways. He's doing a lot. Anyway, so let's get into the show real quick, man. Let me speak to the people that speak to me. I got one topic today and one topic only. I'm gonna try to get in and get out of it because people are like, what do y'all want? Talking to the seagulls. I can always see seagulls, but I never ever see whales. I've been on cruise ships multiple times, many times. Never out in the nature do I be just seeing some whales. I be looking for whales or maybe even a dolphin, a stray manatee, a lost marlin, maybe even a tuna. Something I don't never see none of them. I don't see no nothings. They don't be out here. I be looking for them, but they don't be out here. I be trying to see why we can't catch none of them in nature. So let me speak to the people that speak to me. Let me get those 4 shout outs today, man. Aluminum Fork goes my man Hurley Peoples. How's the ride? The boat rocking yet? Nah, the boat's bigger than the water, so it's been pretty chill, man. The boat ain't been giving me no problem. Black Soccer Mom, good morning. Aries Diamond, good morning. Blessed Wednesday rising to you. And Ida Seaborn this morning with the gold. So the gold medal went to Ida, silver went to Aries. My Black Soccer Mom with the bronze. Aluminum Fork goes to my man Hurley. Michelle McKinney, good morning. Tanisha, there will be no matching outfits. No. And we've been watching them. We've been seeing a lot of people with them. But no, it ain't us. It ain't even our style. Good morning, Crystal Peel. Good morning. Said cruising is your favorite thing to do. It's a good time. And it's an aggressive seagull. I'm telling y'all, if y'all could see how aggressive that seagull is, it's like he's finna fly. I ain't got no food. I don't know if I smell like bacon. I don't know what's happening. I'm completely confuzzled. I'm gonna look to see if I got any good pictures. Last night, man, they had the perfect couple game last night, which turned out to be pretty exciting, actually, and hilarious is what it was. It was hilarious. So I did that. My Starbucks drink of the day yesterday was the s'mores frappuccino. I had like 40 of them. I should be doing like this. I've had so many. I should do. We're not color coordinating. No, 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 no. Then he said Q and I are taking the kids on a cruise next month. Looking forward to it. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, Tanisha. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you if you take the kids on. Oh, Pastor Shy, today's Wednesday. Today's your day, ain't it? Is you coming on today, Pastor Shy? I looked and I ain't seen you. The thing ain't changed. The thing ain't changed. Um, See if you coming on today. If you taking your kids on the cruise, nobody likes you. I'm telling you now, nobody likes you or your kids on the cruise. Disney. That's where y'all gotta go. Y'all go to Disney where kids supposed to be there. I believe if you go on a cruise, I can't be an adult mad on the Disney cruise because it's kids. But on the grown up cruise, nobody likes you if you got your kids. Nobody likes you. I've been sitting next to people every time I sit next to somebody be like, I came on the cruise to get away from my children. And the first thing they see is kids. They be running around. Yesterday, apparently, they was knocking on doors and running up the halls. I mean, just being kids. Going to Disney one. Yeah, we don't like the teenagers either. Nobody like the teenagers either. Nobody likes them. Because your kids is older don't mean nobody like them. What up, Jamal? Nobody. Your kids burden. Bird. Let me show y'all my drink from yesterday, and then I'm gonna get into the quick topic of the day. I don't think Pastor Shy is coming on today, cause Pastor Shy is shy. Today would have been a great day for you to come on too, Pastor Shy, cause I had a question to ask you. You could have came in and got in on that conversation. Let's see, y'all today's drink of the day it was a frappuccino. I don't think I've ever had a frappuccino. That was my whole thing. I said, if I got unlimited Starbucks, I'm gonna just be drinking stuff because it's available. Take a sip. If I don't like it, throw it away. Yes, that's wasteful. Yes, that's a real first world problem. Guess what? I did it. I did it. And there's my frappuccino. Now I know it's got my wife's name on it. I gave them the wrong card. I gave them her card, and they wrong. Just know it was my drink. That was a s'mores frappuccino. And there's that. There you go, Ma. Um, Give me something to try today. I know a lot of y'all speak Starbucks. I know a lot of y'all drink a lot of Starbucks. Give me something different to try today, because I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay with the stuff that I already know. Give me something today to try. Be like, what's the Starbucks drink to try? Give me the Starbucks drink to try. That s'mores frappuccino, I gave it. It's probably my favorite thing that I've had so far. I give it a 9. I'm gonna get at a 9. What's up, LeBaron? LeBaron Badfoot Burton. I gave it a 9. So there was that. So let's get into the topic of the day, real quick. Nothing from Pastor Shy. He ain't hit me back yet. Let me see. I'm gonna send him a text message. Let's see if he want to come on today, because he be having a real job, so that really throws him off sometimes. But today's Wednesday, ain't it? Yep. Today is Wednesday. Are those Bahamas? Which place is Bahamas? That one or that one? Yes, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see. So in case you have been under a rock, one of my favorite gospel artists, Leandria Johnson, is in trouble again. Now, I love Leandria, and I'm gonna tell you why. I love a good cussing Gospel singer. Any gospel singer that a cuss, love them. I'm gonna tell you right now. I already love. All right, I'm gonna try the caramel ribbon crunch today. I love. I love me some Kirk, and but Kirk became one of my all-time favorites once Kirk cussed everybody out. Yes, Michelle. Yes, exactly, exactly. So Kirk became one of my favorites once he started cussing. Once Kirk became a cusser, top of the list. I still believe Twinkie Clark cusses in her private time. You can't tell me the Clark sisters don't cuss. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that the Clark sisters don't cuss. I refuse to believe it. I think I'm pretty sure they do. You can't tell me. I'm looking at gospel singers that I think cuss in private. Um, who else? Uh, Give me your top three gospel singers that you are pretty sure cuss in their private time. I'm gonna give you Marvin Sapp, definitely a cusser. Um, I like Ty. I don't think Ty cusses. I think Ty be holy for real, for real. I'm sure Marvin Sapp cusses. Zacardi Cortez. Oh yeah, Isaac Curry definitely cusses. That's definitely is a cusser. And I'm going with the Clark sisters. I'm going with the Clark sisters. Bree said all of them cuss. All of them cuss in their private time. Most quartets cuss. Yeah, I'm sure. If nothing, they dropping the N word. If nothing else, they dropping the N word. So apparently, here's what we got. Apparently, Leandria Johnson was scheduled to be in the 757 on August the 2nd. Now, I didn't know anything about it. I hadn't seen the flyer, but apparently she was supposed to be in the 757 on August the 2nd to sing at a benefit for a non-profit. That's going to be on August the 2nd, which is right around the corner. August 2nd, right around the it's right around the corner. So they had booked her to be there. I'm sure the deposit was paid. They paid for the flight tickets, and apparently, the promoter, who I both knew, I know the promoter, and I've met Leandria on, worked with her a few times. Um, the promoter and Leandria never talked to each other. They just talk to Leandria's people. Now, once you reach a certain status, it's very hard to talk to the artist. It's hard to talk to the artist a lot of times. I talk to the artist a lot of times. The artist usually has some type of representation, somebody who stands in the gap between you and the artist. In fact, if you reach out to me, I have a booking agent. I also have an agency that I work for. So the urgency, the agency is who you would talk to if you book me on those events. Some events are booked through the agency, so you never talk to me. I find out from the agency. I find out from whoever books the event where I'm going. I find that out through them. So you never really talk to me. You talk to my people. You talk to my people. You don't talk to me. You talk to my people, which is fine. So Leandria's people handle the event for her. So apparently, what happens is you get 8 days outside the event, and they pay for flight tickets for Leandria to come. The money for the flights was returned to them. The money for the flights was returned to them, and they was like, "Hey, Leandria's not gonna be able to come. We apologize. We double booked on the day." I'm gonna tell you what really happened. They didn't double book Leandria. Leandria was single booked. But what happened was somebody bought that date out. Somebody bought the date out. I'm just telling y'all what happened. It turns out that same day she's gonna be on a show with Kiki Palmer and somebody else in another city. Probably way more money, way more exposure than just singing at a nonprofit event. Not to take away from the nonprofit event, because I feel like once you agree to do something, that date is that date. But what a lot of times people do, and this is a very common practice in the entertainment industry, whether it be music, whether it be music or comedy or no matter what it is somebody will call and they'll say, how much for me to buy your date out? They'll be like, hey, are you booked on August 2nd? Like, yeah, I'm already booked on August 2nd. I mean, how much is it? How much can we pay you to break that booking? Basically, we can pay more than what they paying. And that's what they did. I'm telling you, that's what they did. They didn't double book her because you got her calendar right there. They didn't double book her. Somebody paid for you to be like, all right, boom. And that's what they did. 8 days out, somebody else was like, hey, yo, look, we want you on the show with Kiki. Can we make this happen? What are they giving you? If they giving you 5,000, we'll give you 10. If they give you 10, we'll give you 20. Whatever the amount is. And that's what they did. And that's what she did. I've been in that situation before. No lie. Last year, I had a show, and it was for my boy Bernard Hines. I'll never forget it. I had a show for that. Somebody called me and they were like, "Hey, we want you to do this cruise with Maxwell." So I had to weigh Maxwell. Or Bernard. Those were my two options. Maxwell. Oh, but if it's cool, we can do a little something, or Bernard. This woman's work or Bernard. Those were the two things I had. Those were the two choices I had. Maxwell or Bernard. And I went ahead and said, you know what? I've already been booked with my boy Bernard. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna break my commitment to Bernard. Now I ended up telling Bernard told me, man, you better than me because I'd have been with Maxwell. I said, well, now that you tell me, now that I'm here and not in Miami with Maxwell, now you're gonna tell me you would have done it. So what ended up happening was, I love the medicine ball, Letitia. That's my drink. I always drink medicine balls. Pause. So what happened with Leandria is when they canceled the event, they were like, hey, we can give you another date that we can come, which means a date that she wasn't booked. They were like, we'll give you another day because they have her booking information. The promoter didn't take to it well, and I get it. As I know the promoter, a wonderful individual, she didn't take it very well, and so what she ended up doing was, I think she ended up talking to a young lady who is a viral sensation throughout the area. And I say that she's a viral sensation. She considers herself a news reporter, and we're using that because she can use the word allegedly a lot. If you listen to her talk, she says the word allegedly thousands of times each time. She came out, and she's very, very popular. Very popular. You cannot take away her popularity. So popular, it's crazy. But I also tell people all the time, more people watch Real Housewives of whatever city than they do watch their local news, because people are always in for ratchet. People will watch ratchet. People will watch a train wreck before they'll watch a lemonade sale. People love ratchet. So if you can get out there and be ratchet, if you have no morals, no standards, everybody will watch it. 9 out of 10 times, people aren't laughing with you; they're laughing at you. So people watch this young lady. This young lady comes on, she interviews her because she has an audience, and she immediately starts cussing out Leandria with no understanding of how the entertainment game works, no understanding how contracts work, no understanding how any of that starts working. She cusses Leandria out. I'm talking out her name. Just calling Leandria all kinds of B words, F Leandria, all of these kinds of things. Now, here's my thing. You might be able to get away with that with Twinkie Clark. The Clark sisters might take it with grace and just be like, you know what, we're gonna let it go. But not Leandria. Leandria gets up 9 a.m. in the morning. I guess she got 9 o'clock in the morning. She on a flight. Leandria done threw away 3 or 4 shots. She done took some shots. Oh, the grammar is horrible. And that's the whole thing. Like, it's like, for one point in time, she was mad at all the mainstream news outlets because they wouldn't hire her. But it was like, we need somebody that can complete a sentence. It ain't got nothing to do with your popularity, the fact that you're always there, but we can't put what your brand is on ours. We can't ruin our brand by putting you on. So Leandra gets up, puts some shots in the air, drinking it up, and lets her know, listen, do not F with me. Don't do it. I ain't the one or the two. I will come see you. I know what you look like. I will come see you. Leandra basically told that young lady, listen, y'all keep thinking Christ is a punk. It ain't like that. I will backslide. I will backslide, and I will not only backslide, but I will backslap. Don't you play with me. And then people just got all on Leandria. They were like, look at Leandria. She drunk again? Yes, she is. She has battled with addiction. She is definitely battled with alcoholism. My thing was, and I got upset. What up, Snoop? Man, I watched a movie called F1 yesterday about racing, Snoop. I have got to talk to you. I have got to get into racing. Okay, moving on. Here's my thing. And I made a post yesterday, and a lot of pastors got upside. Pastors got upset. A lot of pastors came at me like I was being wrong. And I got upset with the church itself because the church has yet to embrace, protect, and hold Leandria. Leandra was 100% wrong for being drunk at 9 o'clock in the morning and cussing somebody out. Absolutely. But we have claimed that Leandria is a church girl. I don't see the church. The church will do this. If you act up and you are a church girl or church guy, they'll push you to the side and leave you out there to dry. One thing I'll say about everybody else in the secular world, what you ain't gonna do is mess with their people. That same young lady that has the news broadcast allegedly, no matter whether she right or wrong, I'm gonna tell you what her people gonna do. They're gonna rally around her, hold her, and make sure she all right. She could be wrong as two left shoes. Her people will get her, gather her up, and protect her from everybody else on the outside. What we got to start doing is we got to start bringing our people. If they wrong, they gonna be wrong. I ain't saying that she's not wrong, but what we got to start doing is we got to start getting around our people and be like, hey, you wrong. We gonna handle you being wrong. You sit right here, you be wrong, and then everybody else, you got to go ahead and tell her, hey, dog, what y'all not gonna do is talk about Leandra. Y'all ain't gonna talk about LJ. Not my 9 a.m. drunk. What y'all gonna learn to do is y'all gonna learn how to start drinking earlier so y'all can cuss at 9 o'clock in the morning. We got to start surrounding her, and that's where my issue was with the church. It wasn't that she was out there sinning, and we no sir, let her get drunk, but we not let her get drunk. But we got to put our arms around her. I believe that if we will put our arms around Leandria, we always are exposing Leandria. We talk about her accountability, friends. Dietrich Hatton was sitting there with her. Dietrich Hatton was right there. Did you got to be like, hey man, hey dog, don't do it. That's one of the things about friends. I believe friends have to be able to protect you when you can't protect yourself. Friends have to be able to step in there and be there for you when you can't protect yourself. I believe Snoop. If I was out somewhere and I was drunker than Cootie Brown, and I pick up my phone and go live, you taking my phone from me. It's the same thing. If somebody is drunk again and they getting ready to get behind the wheel of that car, if you are their friend, you are supposed to take the keys from them. Somebody was supposed to take her phone. She won't out there traveling by herself. Her manager had to been there. Dietrich was there. It's somebody there with her. I know she won't traveling by herself. Somebody got to be like, hey girl, hey, you know how you do when you start drinking. Get on that phone. Get off that phone. Get off of that phone. That was my only gripe. That was my only gripe. I didn't expect the person who did the reporting the report with any kind of professionalism. That's not what they do. That's what they do. They cuss and they fuss and they do all of that stuff. That's great. But even the young lady who had the nonprofit organization, I felt bad for her because now your whole nonprofit organization is in a bad light. Now, if I look and I'll be like, oh, how can I support a nonprofit organization if y'all out here cussing people out? You got a whole. I'm out here working for children born with 8 toes, and I'm like, listen, I'm with the 8 Toe Child Foundation. We raise money to get scholarships, and special shoes for kids with only 8 toes. And this is our representative who's speaking for us, and she get out there cussing everybody out that don't show up. You didn't show up to my event, so we cussing out the NAACP. I guarantee y'all The NAACP has had people to counsel on them at the last minute. The NAACP has had to adjust how they do stuff, and they ain't never been out there and cuss nobody out. And they ain't never did it. And they never going to, because the overall image of their organization means more than the fact that you stood them up. I'm telling you, these are the little things and nuances. And let me give y'all something else. Let me put y'all up on game really, really quick. A lot of churches and private organizations and nonprofits, y'all keep trying to book people, and y'all have absolutely no idea what y'all doing. You can't listen, churches. I'm gonna tell y'all now. You can't book a musical artist the same way you book a pastor to come preach at your church. There's different things that are involved. You can't when you start talking about dealing entertainment, spend the money to get you an entertainment lawyer, or spend you the money to get somebody who actually books these events, because they can protect you in a lot of these situations. You keep thinking that Trustee Jones know what they're doing. Trustee Jones has no idea what they're doing. That's why you end up in this situation. Y'all don't know what a rider is. Y'all don't know what to put into contracts. You wonder why your event wasn't as successful as it possibly could have been. It's because you allowed them to come. Lots of contracts, most contracts, especially for music artists or even A-list comedians, it put in the contract, you can't have a show within a 50-mile radius of my show for 30 days or before or 30 days after, because I'm not gonna have you competing with my show. That way you don't end up with Leandria Johnson in Suffolk, Newport News, and Portsmouth in the same weekend, and now you splitting. Now you splitting. You got to do it. Let me see what Crystal Pinell says. She has to remember her role. She's not Leandria, the quiet, regular person. She's held to a higher standard in the world's eyes. She keeps doing it. People keep supporting her, but she continues to do things. The people buy tickets for the event because it's so the lady is stuck with having to refund people and lose on money paid out. This was a nonprofit sponsored fundraiser. Oh yeah, but listen, here's the problem. Here's the problem, and I agree with you 100% on all the things that you're saying, Crystal. That's why I just said you need to get you somebody who does this, because people who do this for a living, people who do this for a living, see the white bro, just put tissues out. She in the thong. People who do this for a living, they know, hey, these are the things that we do. We have insurance against the artist not showing. That's money. That's what the money is. They have the money to say, hey, we can invest in this. You know what they also have? They also have a roster of artists, so that if one artist drops out, all they got to do is call another artist. It's a different game. It's a different game. It's just like if you ask me to come and cater, you be like, hey man, I seen you cook 3 meals, man. Can you come and cater my event? Okay, cool. I'm not a caterer. So when things go wrong, the professionalism of being a professional caterer, you know how to handle when things go wrong. It's like when people hire their cousin to be the wedding planner. Just because your cousin threw a dope birthday party one time for you and your grandma, don't mean that they a wedding planner. Because what the wedding planner does is their expertise leads them to be able to handle when things go wrong. That's what you really pay for. When you pay for me to come and host an event, yeah, it costs a lot of money. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It costs a lot of money. You know why it costs a lot of money? Because I'm gonna be great. 2, if something goes wrong through your event, I know how to make your event look like nothing went wrong. I remember I used to be in plays. My homeboy used to call me. He used to say I saved the play all the time. Because if anything went wrong on that stage, if somebody dropped their lines, if the tables flipped over, a light fell out the sky, I knew exactly what I could do to make that seem like it was natural, to make everything seamless, to keep everything going, so that the person watching has no idea that everything just went wrong. These are the things that you pay people for. So when you say, oh, well, they didn't have money, they couldn't afford to lose money because they are a nonprofit. Anybody that's a promoter that promotes shows tells you off the top, you don't do anything if you can't afford to lose the money. When I do shows, I already know. Listen, either I'm gonna have this money or I'm not. All of that money is gone. You try to get your money back. It ain't about we can't afford to lose it. If you can't afford to lose it, then don't spend it. Don't put it out there. And that's a hard lesson to learn. It's a very, 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 very hard lesson. But it's just this is what it is. And I'm not saying that they were wrong at all for doing what they were doing. They were absolutely right if they felt like, hey, this is going to be a profitable event for us. I believe even it was more the young lady who saw the video. I think it was even her son that was trying to do it. I think her son was doing it. It might have been his first foray into stepping up to that level. And I get it. So it wasn't going to be perfection. It wasn't going to be perfection. But there are always lessons learned when we deal with these kinds of things. There's always lessons learned. Oh, I'm not sure that the contract didn't have some of those things because I didn't see the contract. But in my mind, in my heart of heart, in my mind of mind, I'm gonna tell you the reaction tells me that no, they didn't. The reaction tells me that contract did not have them covered, did not have them protected. That's what my heart of hearts is telling me because I'm just listening. You can tell by the response. Son of Lawrence, you have to be able to afford to put on a show and stop counting on ticket sales to pay people. Find yourself good spot. Listen, Lawrence, you preaching to the choir. You got to be able to do that show if though not one ticket sales. If you do like there's numbers of friends like the lowly Jesus, no, not one. I looked out on the water when I said Jesus just to see if he was out there. Who that walking over here? What up, what up, Big J? Lord, God, putting cleaners with other people's money. That's what you got to do. And listen, and I thank God for your wisdom and your ability to do so. So I just hope it's a learning lesson. That's my whole thing. And I feel sorry for everybody that's involved. I feel sorry for the organization that was doing it because now people are looking at your organization. Artists are looking like we don't think that other artists watch. Other artists watch how you treat the other artists, and they might not even say it to you, but there's a lot of artists who are friends of Leandria. So they're gonna be like, oh no, we ain't coming out because we Leandria's friend and we ain't coming through. Now, Pastor Shives from the church, he's gonna come in and he's a pastor, and so he's gonna find a way to include Jesus in this and be like, "No, brother, you're wrong because this isn't the third." So I'm gonna just see what he say. He even got his angry face on today. He looked like he's from New Jersey. So let me say, what's going on, Pastor Shy?
What up, sir? How you doing today? Can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
I don't know if it was you or me.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna blame him real quick. Let me give him another shot. It might be me. He already, as you can see, he driving around. The devil didn't want his words to come out. Let's try it one more time. What's up, Pastor Shy?
Okay, can you hear me now? Still can't hear me?
No, you still muted.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll fix it.
And you died out on me. We're gonna try it again another day while you at work. My wife be trying to come on the show regardless. You can't come out here in a thong, honey. Oh, she said she could hear him. I couldn't hear him. Okay, well, y'all can hear him and I can't. I hung up on him. It's too late. He gone now. I hung up on him, though. Oh, wait, he back.
All right.
What's up, Pastor Shy?
What up? Can you hear me now?
They all keep saying that they can hear you, so I'm just going to ask you questions. Okay. I ain't going to know what you said. You just said, okay. And then I'm just gonna go for my best. Let me see. I was deaf in a former life, so maybe I could figure out how to hear you
Okay, what about
no
now?
matter
Can you
what.
hear
So
me
let me
now,
see.
Cletus?
I'm gonna go right
Hello?
here.
You still can't hear me, Cletus?
He back. Hold
It's
on
you
for a
then,
second.
brother. All right.
All right, Pastor Shai, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna talk. I'm gonna hear it eventually. I might not hear it right now, but I'm gonna hear it eventually. Now
Okay.
we got this situation with Leandria. I don't know how much of the show that you heard
None.
already today.
None.
Tell me, tell me what your thoughts are on this situation with Miss Leandria Johnson.
So I have no idea what's going on with Leandria. So you're gonna have to bring me up to speed because I haven't kept up with that particular situation.
Ain't nobody got time. Was scheduled to do a show in the 757. She kind of was unable to do the show in the 757. And so there was a internet sensation down here that got on. She cussed Leandria out. When I say cuss Leandria out, she cussed Leandria out. In response to the cuss out Leandria Johnson, 9 o'clock in the morning at the airport, she comes back and cusses out the other artists. And now everybody is upset. I said that I feel like the church is letting Leandria down because one, we didn't rally around her, protect her. I think if we did such things, she probably wouldn't be suffering as much from her addiction. Not saying that we can stop the addiction from happening, but I don't think she would be suffering as much from her addiction. And I also said that um, people need to start getting professionals to book their stuff because you end up in these situations. But what do you think about? I feel like the church doesn't do a good job of protecting their own people in situations. What do you think about that particular piece?
Okay.
That's what I'm asking the pastor.
So again, this is because I'm not fully abreast of the whole situation. I just give you that caveat. In terms of Leandria, so I think that it's a disservice on both sides to a certain degree. Um, because on one hand, yeah, I think the church, I don't know, please, we've talked a lot, and I think the church just gets blamed for too much and gets a bad rap for too much. Um, Now, I do think that if I know somebody who has an open addiction, the question then becomes, do I value their person or do I value their gift, right? So for me personally, I wouldn't have somebody perform um, just because they have a great gift without making sure that they are whole completely. So I do think the church does a disservice when it comes to pushing people and getting what they can get out of that person, right? Versus making sure that person is whole before you book that person. So I'll say that if I would blame the church for something, it would be the fact that we unfortunately prioritize gifting over who people really are behind closed doors. I'll give you that. But then there's another side, right? Because I think sometimes, like, and I remember a while ago, Leandria was saying F the church. You know what I'm saying? And again, you have a right to your opinion, but you can't poop in the place you eat and then get mad because your food stinks, right? So at some point, if you don't, if the church is that bad as an artist, then just go to the secular arena, right? Because you can't keep cursing out something, but then want that which you curse out to support you, right? So if the church stops supporting her because she said F the church, now you have a whole nother argument. Well, we should. So I just think at the end of the day, and this is for me, I didn't hear what the person who cursed her out said, but if she booked her and she's a gospel artist herself, wrong, right? And then the response from Leandria, wrong, because in neither situation do I see God in something that's supposed to be based on the church.
And I listen, and this is why I call you, or well, this is why I let you call because you come in with a perspective that is a earned perspective, man. I don't have the same knowledge level, and my walk with God, man. My salvation is still on layaway, so that's why I give you a call most of the time because you good to go, man. You be right on it. I think that there's a dynamic with church that makes it completely different than anywhere else because church is supposed to be what they call the hospital for sinners. So you're supposed to be able to kind of come in diseased, right? I think that the way that we set up church is supposed to be the way that we kind of set up church is that you're supposed to be able to come in and not be well. So like nobody goes to the urgent care when they feel great, you know. So I get what they're saying, but I think you're
Yes.
100%, man. Like I think we got to really start vetting
Yeah.
who we let in. But the church has always done that. Like for example, and this is just a sore spot for me. I'm watching the Stellar Awards, their comedy show,
Absolutely.
and they didn't put any
Absolutely.
quote unquote Christian or clean comedians on the Stellar comedy event outside of Griff, who was hosting it. So I was like, man, how do we end up with Lil Rel and Kelly Kales and all of these people on the Stellar
Right.
gospel performance? So
Right.
I think what you're saying is absolutely right. I think that the mindset and the heart of the church has to be in the right place when they book people. So I will say this: the nonprofit that booked Leandria, they were not a Christian nonprofit, but I think they were
Okay.
doing a Christian show, and that's why they
Okay.
ended up with the young lady who's on it. Very good lady. She's a Christian individual, but it wasn't a quote unquote church show. I think because she's running a nonprofit, I think the image that they were trying to portray was a positive image. So we're gonna have gospel artists. I think that when you're trying to raise money for your nonprofit, you can't have somebody come out and sing bump and grind or sex in the kitchen. So I think that's more what that was than anything. But I'm on vacation, Pastor Shai, and you at work, so I'm
I
not gonna
see.
let people have you up here. Please let everybody know you just had a new feature article uh, for your um, for your amazing book, man. Let everybody know about that, and then we both gonna get out of here because I'm
All
wearing a
right.
thong right now and it's starting to stick to the chair.
All right. All right. I mean, I hear you. So, yeah. So, again, for guys, the book, my wife and I were blessed to do a book on marriage. It's entitled "Winning Together." Winning Together. We were just featured on Women's World. We actually have. There's a lot of God is blessed, man. There's a lot of opportunities that are coming in terms of us putting it out there. But if you want to learn about this book, guys, we've been married 33 years. And these winning together, 8 keys to a thriving marriage, right? Not just a surviving, but a thriving. So if you want to learn more about us, just go to the website Shy and Becca, SHY, the letter N, BECCA.com. You can learn more about us, get the book. And I will say this, the first person to really highlight the book is no other than yours truly, Brother Cletus Cassidy. Doc, I just want you to know that means so much to me, more than you ever know. And I thank God for you, man. And keep pushing the envelope. I wish I had more time because this is a conversation, man. I would love to dig into a lot more, even what's going on with Leandria. So you let me know when you want to come back, not just talk about relationships, but I'm ready to dig into this conversation too, because I think it's time to really have some grown up and Christian religious conversations about where we are and how we can be better.
I'm 100% with that, Pastor Shy. Thanks so much, man. Go to shyandbecca.com. Shyandbecca.com is where y'all want to go. Pick up the book. Check out the article on Women's World. It's not a book that I read. I'm 100% with that, Pastor Shy. But just because I don't go to Women's World, I'm not a woman. So I leave their world to them. I don't even get involved in all that. It's too many washcloths involved. Hey, man, I appreciate you, Pastor Shy. I'm finna let you go, man.
All right, brother.
ShyandBecca.com. I'm getting ready to get out of here too, Pastor Shy, because this thong is still my left cheek. I think is indented into. It started to meld into the chair, so I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. I'm getting ready to get out
All
of
right,
here.
man. Enjoy your vacation,
Appreciate you,
Doc.
fam.
All right.
That was Pastor Shy, man, the myth, the legend. Don't ever get it twisted. He's not shy at all. That's just his name. Real quick, I wanted to address something that was said from Shantina. Um, The young lady who does it, excellent young lady. I mean, excellent. Like I said, her heart is super pure. I've known her for a million years. She's amazing in what she does. She helps people with addiction. So I don't think it was a bad idea. I don't blame her for wanting to have Leandria on the show. I'm not mad at her at all. I just wanted to make sure she knew that it wasn't that she was a gospel promoter or anything of that nature. I think that is great. And even if you are specialized in dealing with addiction, sometimes you got to know that that's going to happen. If you got a crackhead uncle, you usually don't invite him over because you know there's a good chance that your valuables and your TV are going to get stolen. You know there's a good chance your TV finna be gone. Let me give y'all the word of the day for the day. Today's word of the day is hopefully thong removal because inveigle. Okay, I like that one. Inveigle, and they did not do that. It was not inveigle. To deceptively persuade someone to do something. To deceptively persuade somebody to do something. To deceptively persuade somebody to do something. Inveigle is what it's called. When you deceptively persuade someone to do something. There y'all go. I don't know if y'all use these words for anything, but I just feel like I'm gonna help y'all. I'm gonna educate a little bit. Maybe this month. All right, I'm out, man. Y'all know how it is, man. I'm out in the middle of the water in case y'all could remember. Just in the middle of the water. There go another boat over there. Just out there in the middle of the water. Thongs on. Thongs on. Feel like Cisco. That's exactly what I got, man. I'll be back again tomorrow, man, because I'm that polite. I even give y'all me on my vacation. Who else does that? Who else works on their vacation? I probably hear about it. I probably shouldn't, but I did. But I did. Right. Leandria's management team invaded. Is exactly what they did. It always happens that way. I don't know how the word of the day always has something to do with my show. But y'all know what it is, man. Y'all have a great day today, man. Enjoy yourself, man. Make somebody feel good today, even if that somebody happens to be you. I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Invasive seagulls. I'll be back tomorrow, man. Same time, same place. But not in the same place because I'm out on the water. But same time. I'll holler at y'all. Until next time. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Clayton's Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Clayton's Cassidy show. Yeah. Clayton's Cassidy show. Already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again.